Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Stories for Beginners. Do you want to practice speaking English more naturally? Today, we will use the shadowing technique. Listen carefully, then repeat after me copy, my voice, my speed, and my feeling. This trains your brain to think in English. Today's story is called The Strange Taxi Driver. It begins at the airport, moves through a busy city at night, and teaches you useful travel phrases like official taxi stand, meter, destination, receipt, and police desk. Stay until the end to shadow a short safety checklist. Are you ready? Let's begin. Landing at night.
My name is Anna. I arrived in a new city at 10 p.m. The airport was bright, but I felt tired. My suitcase was heavy. My phone battery was low, only 7%. I followed the signs: arrivals, baggage claim, exit. Outside, the air was cool, and the road was wet after rain. I needed a taxi to my hotel.
The official line.
I saw a sign that said official taxi stand. A line of people waited behind a yellow rope. A guard in a reflective vest stood nearby. The taxis in the line had numbers, logos, and meters. I joined the line. I checked my hotel address on paper, not on my phone. I felt safer with a paper backup.
A whisper from the side.
While I waited, a man stepped close. He wore a black jacket and a cap. He said in a low voice, "Taxi, no line, cheaper, faster." He pointed to the dark corner of the road. I looked at his car. No logo, no taxi number, no roof light. He smiled too quickly. Something felt wrong.
The first decision.
He said, "Where are you going?" I answered, "City Center Riverside Hotel." He said, "One price, cash only." He showed a handwritten card with a high number. I looked at the official line again. I looked at my watch. I wanted to arrive soon, but I wanted to arrive safely. I stayed in the line.
Pressure tactics.
He moved closer. "Line is slow," he whispered. "It will take 1 hour. Come now." I smiled politely and said, "No, thank you." He laughed softly. "Tourists always pay more at the stand," he said. I held my suitcase handle tighter. I turned my body back toward the line.
A helpful guard.
The guard noticed him. He walked over and said, "Sir, please step back." The man lifted his hands and smiled. He walked away slowly. The guard turned to me. "Always use the meter. Always take a receipt," he said. "Thank you," I answered. He nodded and returned to his post.
The official taxi.
My turn came. A white taxi pulled up. The driver wore a badge with his name. I placed my suitcase in the trunk. I sat in the back seat. I checked for a meter. It was there, bright and clear. I felt calm.
Setting the destination.
The driver said, "Good evening. Where to?" I gave him the printed paper. "Riverside Hotel, 12 Bridge Street." He read it and repeated the address. He started the meter. The screen showed the base fare. The city lights reflected on the wet road. We joined the traffic. I took a deep breath.
The surprise shortcut.
After 10 minutes, my driver slowed down. He looked in the mirror. He said, "There is a faster way." He turned onto a narrow street. Shops were closed. The road was dark. I felt a small worry in my stomach. I watched the meter climb.
A shadow in the mirror.
I glanced behind us. A black car followed at the same distance. Its lights stayed low. My driver looked again in the mirror. His hands were tight on the wheel. He said nothing. I felt the small worry grow. I checked my battery. 5%.
The closed bridge.
We reached a bridge with a road closed sign. Barricades blocked the way. My driver sighed. He said, "We must go around." He turned down another side street. The black car turned to I asked, "Is that normal?" He said, "Maybe."
The quiet question.
I said, "Could we return to a main road?" He nodded slowly. We drove toward brighter lights. A police car passed on the cross street. The black car fell farther back, then disappeared. My driver relaxed his hands. He said, "Better to stay on main roads at night." I agreed.
The second approach.
We stopped at a red light. Suddenly, the man from the airport stepped out from the sidewalk. He tapped on my window. I jumped. He smiled that quick smile again. He held up a card. Hotel shuttle, 50% off. My driver shook his head. The light turned green.
Choosing safety.
I did not open the window. I did not speak to the man. My driver pulled away calmly. He said, "Some people wait at lights to sell rides." He kept his eyes on the road. I checked the door lock. I checked the meter again. Everything was normal.
The call that helped.
My battery showed 3%. I opened the hotel booking email. There was a 24/7 front desk number. I called and put it on speaker. "Hello, Riverside Hotel," a voice said. "We're 20 minutes away," I said. "Could you expect us at the main entrance?" "Of course," the voice answered.
Landmarks and left turns.
The driver named the landmarks as we drove. City Museum on the right. Concert Hall ahead, Bridge Street, next left. His voice was steady. The road grew brighter. People walked under street lamps. The river reflected gold light. I felt my worry fade. I watched for the hotel sign.
Arrival and receipt.
We turned into 12 Bridge Street. Riverside Hotel glowed in white letters. The driver stopped beside the door. I paid by card. He printed a receipt with the time, distance, and fare. He placed my suitcase on the sidewalk. "Travel safe," he said. "Thank you for the safe ride," I replied.
The last look.
As I entered the lobby, I looked back. The black car paused at the corner, then moved on. The man in the cap stood under a tree, watching the entrance. A doorman stepped forward. "Is everything all right?" he asked. "Yes," I said, "but I kept the receipt and the driver's badge number, just in case."
Reporting wisely.
At the front desk, I explained the small incidents. The receptionist listened carefully. He called the airport police desk. He gave them the time, place, and a short description. He also noted the unofficial driver's approach. "Thank you for telling us," he said. "Please charge your phone here." He pointed to a charging station.
Rest and reflection.
In my room, I plugged in my phone. My suitcase lay by the window. The river lights moved slowly. I wrote 3 lines in my notebook. Use official taxi stands. Ask for the meter and a receipt. Stay on main roads at night. Then I slept well.
Great job today. You listened, repeated, and shadowed with me. This story showed how small choices, like using the official taxi stand, asking for the meter, and keeping a paper address, can protect you when you travel. Remember, calm questions, clear steps, and simple safety habits make your journey easier. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to English Stories for Beginners for more shadowing practice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story. One page, one story, one step your English will grow. See you in the next video.